Hey guys, and welcome in to the SW Districts, the final probably episode of the season. We're going to treat the domestic 20 over the 3 games to give some other people opportunities to see if they warrant a spot in the squad next season. So a few guys that you've seen on the bench will get a bit of a go. Rickleton and Varane being selected by the South African Test team. Had a few people improve their batting techniques over the last wee while, which is great. But yeah, like the 3 games that are remaining in the league, like we only play 3 and top 2 qualify for quarterfinals. We'll play all the 3 games on the episode. If we make it, we make. We don't, we don't. So yeah, without further ado, guys, we'll get to the team. Yeah, so for the 3 domestic 20 over games, we've got a very different lineup to what we normally have. Kotze and Kapil will open up 1 and 2. Monarch at 3. Duplessis at 4. Christiansen at 5. Hall on debut at 6. Richards getting a go, an all-rounder in our team. Just want to see how he will perform. Moon. Bryson on debut. America will get an opportunity here. He's done alright in some games here. Herschel America, like he's a decent limited overs bowler. Probably deserves an opportunity to prove his case to stay on the team. And we've got Duplessis. Duplessis had a bit of a campaign for Port Elizabeth, which is under our tutelage, and he's just gradually learning the ropes, so it's a good opportunity for him to keep developing his game. Rupertorius probably will get a shot some part of the campaign. But without further ado, we are going to name our keeper. Our captain for today's game is going to have to be probably the other keeper. Let's see how we go. So this Western Province team is a lot stronger than ours. We're just going to try to perform to a reasonable standard and to see how we go. I'm not expecting to win too many games. We're just going to try and step up. We're going to get Moon into the action. America the action as well, and America is going to get Irwi. Decent delivery, he's gone. He's got the first wicket of the campaign for us. 40 without loss after 4. Bring in Bryson. Decent over from Bryson, only 2 off it. And somewhat of a decent over from Richards. We're going to bring our leggy in now, so the opportunity for Duplessis to get in amongst the wickets here. We will bowl Richards. Got to trust that Richards can do a job. 3 games to prove himself. He needs some sort of performance here to keep his spot on the team. It's like how Duplessis is sort of developing. Like has been a very good find for us. Just a great option to bring with our other spinners. He straightens and gets the wicket to Hamza for 44. This is a beautiful spell of bowling, beating him. It's trapped and bowled. Next time, Richards out of the attack. So the bowler's taking a bit of flack at the moment. Bryson back in. I think Bryson's on a 3-year contract, so he gets plenty of time to sort of develop his craft and get a wee bit better. He's had a sprinkle of games so far. He's still a long way to go to being the final product. Hopefully he has a good campaign here. If we can see any of these guys for the Port Elizabeth 20 over franchise team, I will sign them up. I will try and get them as much cricket as possible, within reason, you know. It's a good spouse. 2 for 20 for Duplessis, 1 for 18 for Bryson. That is absolutely outstanding. And now they're 98 for 4 after 14. It's a good tidy job from those two. There, we are going to bring Moon back. Moon's doing a good job as well. Gets the right delivery to Villas. And that is departing there. So 4 off the over only. That's a brilliant over. We're going to bring America into the attack again. I'm just going to have to rotate a few out. Yep, just so we can get Richards to his allotted overs. So they're 112 for 5 after 16. It's been a decent performance. Parnell's been bowled. Richards with a wicket. It's gone for 41. Last over here. Can we keep them under 160? That'll be the absolute goal. Bird's gone for 36. And we're 150 for 7. I'm pretty happy with that bowling effort, you know. Like, there was some good performances there. 2 for 20 for Duplessis was outstanding. Bryson was really good too. It was just the other bowls a wee bit Spencer. Moon picking up 2 for there. But his development's coming on quite nicely. Like, he's obviously an English pro. His stats there may not be too significant at the moment, but I think we've got a good player on our hands. As long as he doesn't get signed up for England, we're quite happy. But the batting will be tested today. A bit light in that department. Dane Patterson gets the wicket of Capel for naught. So Monarchin has had a campaign for, I believe, the Johannesburg side. And he had a pretty good campaign as well. So lost 2 early wickets, both openers departing pretty quickly. Duplessis plays a lovely shot for 4. It's very accomplished, Gene Duplessis. Like, that big hundreds. Just announced himself to the team. He looks like he could be a very good player for us. He's been around for quite a while. 7th season. He started when he was really young. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how he's sort of come along this season. And just because it's another option in that order, we want to try and stick with some of the players that we've got. Try to develop them. Duplessis will be departing for 14. Christiansen. So now. It's a good shot from Monarch. Gets the gap. 4 runs. This will be an interesting task for these 2 players. Christiansen plays a beautiful shot. Just want to be competitive against a team that is sort of in the higher divisions usually against us. Good shot. Cleanly hit. Whistles off the bat. And Christiansen getting into his work now. That's a good over. 16 off it. 47 for 3 after 6. Just need one decent partnership, really, just to get ourselves into contention in this game. That's a good shot from Christiansen. Sweeps beautifully. Oh, that's a play and a miss. Good shot. It's flown all the way for 6. Last couple of overs have been very productive for SW Districts. And that just sets them back a wee bit. Just as the partnership was starting to form, Christiansen will go for 31 off 19. Brings Hall to the crease. He is on debut. He's had a modest season. He's sort of learnt his craft. I think he will get better. He's just going to be a solid acquisition to the team. To say Monarch's being very quiet at the other end. That's a good shot. Swept 6. Again, couple maximums. Run chase is pretty much in slight favour of Western Province, but there's a wee bit of fight here from the SW District side. They've got some quality bats. That's what I'm quite happy about. Kyle Simmons. Someone we could obviously target a little bit. Just losing wickets at frequent intervals. Out for 18 off 12 brings Heath Richards to the crease. First game of the season. He's going to have to provide some very valuable runs here. Because, since it's a short group, we're going to have to fire from the get-go. We need probably 2 wins to get through. We don't want our net run rate to get smashed. So, very important here just to consolidate and get something going. That's a good shot from Richards. Really badly needed too, because the over was sort of getting away on us. 90 for 5 after 11. 61 runs at 6.7. It's just the wickets in hand that are obviously of the concern. And Dawood will get the wicket of Richards for 13. Brings Andy Moon to the crease. Quickly time for Monarch. His best just starved a strike, really. He's just getting too lucky, and that could be Moon departing. That's a big hit. Oh, he's cleared the fieldsman. He's got the boundary. 46 runs at 7.6. And that's a key blow. You'd think Monarch was sort of the last sort of batsman that could have really kicked it into gear. Not going to give up, though. Moon is still dangerous, just with his all-round talent. And he's picked them out. Azam will get another one. Out for 13. Just nothing of significance, really, today for the SW District side. Just trying to get as close as possible now and just minimise the impact of the net run rate, just in case we can win the next 2 games. I think that's going to be Courts. Yes, it will be. Bryson will depart for 5. Duplessis in now. The disappointing thing is we're not going to battle the overs out, which if we had batted them out, we would have probably almost won this game. 30 off 24. It's getting it closer and closer. 125 for 9. Big swing and a miss from America. It's another one away. That's another boundary. 8 off the overs, what we require. And he's gone. Azam, he will strike again. And he will pick up 3 for 32. Patterson 3 for 14. Just not quite good enough at the bat today. Just a lot of wee starts there, and it just didn't really kick off. So, yeah, the table will show that we need to get 2 wins here against Central and Northern Cape. We've got a tough group. Anyway, let's go to our next match. Got a bit of a gap between matches. So pretty much I will make probably no changes. I think we'll stick with what we have and just keep the development going. So they've got the Hendricks. Mulder is quite a good player too. So Ahmed. So there's some very good players in that central side. So we're just going to have to bowl pretty disciplined. Try to give ourselves a shot at winning this game. Is gone for 5. This is good bowling from America. He's showing that he could be up to the level. He could be a useful addition into the other formats next season. This is good bowling. Just in the right zones and just forcing the errors. It's a good catch. So 43 for 3 after 6. So the both have done a fantastic job. We'll bring Richards in now. Contributed some runs and a wicket in the last game. He's gone for 4 on that one. Duplessis, who was one of the outstanding features in that last game. Just how good he's sort of developed over the season. Obviously, you got that campaign for Port Elizabeth. Really put his development on. That's a terrible run from Dowport. Good throw and turn and wicket. So Herman and Duplessis will trap him. LBW. The leggy showing some absolute talent. Going to pick up another one. Van Bruin's gone in. All of a sudden, 60 for 6. And the established man out. He's gone for 25. Okay, we'll bring in Bryson now. Just going to rotate our... Bryson 1 for 18 in that last game. And he will join the action as well. He's got it in the right zone. Nair is gone. Brilliant bowling. 2 for 20 again for Duplessis. That is 4 for 40 in the 8 overs he's bowled in this campaign so far. Two overs remain. 97 for 7 after 18. Not really getting going in this innings. 103 for 7. America, he's going to finish the job here. He's got his 4th wicket. Mulder will depart for 22 or 29. It's a strange innings, and America's going to pick up a 5-er. Hoops it in. Ahmed's gone. And he'll finish with all-time best figures for us against Central Gauteng. That is a good bowling performance. 5 for 27. Absolute discipline throughout there. That's what I like to see. Even though Moon and Richard, say for example, didn't get wickets, they were economical. But that is definitely a great sign that America is probably up to it. He probably will be signed for next season. Duplessis and Bryson again. Very economical Bryson. That's a good sign. Just got to chase this down, and probably a decent amount of fashion too, if we can. Don't want to make it any more difficult for ourselves. That is going to be the first wicket. Capel gone for 12. Brings Monarch in. No point trying to cruise the victory. We're just got to try and win at a reasonable pace. That's a big miscue. It's gone for 6. He's gone for 17. Just teetering a little bit, but the run rate's well in our control. 1-1 with 3 or 4 overs to spare. Just to get our net run rate just back into the positive. Nah, good shots. $80 for 2. 86 for 2. 21 off 23 for Duplessis. It's a good supporting role, really, just to keep things under control. Look like we are going to take this game out. It's a good shot. 92 for 3. Put the accelerator on. This is good batting from Christiansen. 100 for 3. We want to probably end it this over. Just get it over and done with. Maybe not. And he's out for 17. 2 off 24 deliveries now. Just dragging it a wee bit too long, SW Districts. But they'll pick up the victory. They win by 6 wickets. Monarch will finish 40 not out. A controlled chase. And America deserved man of the match. That puts us in second place with an important game against Northern Cape coming up in the next fixture. We might roll out the carpet for some good players to come in. Yeah, we are. We're going to bring Rickleton and Varane back into the team. So we'll make some changes to this team. We'll do it live. So Varane's going to take the position there. Rickleton, just as class, will take Capel out. So it all looks instantly stronger. We'll probably start to see now. Yeah, we'll just keep our seamer attack going. Here could bring Marcelo into the team. Pretty happy with that, actually. That team's looking good. So pretty happy with that. Let's make the game happen. So we are chasing again. Just bowling good areas, good discipline. Keep these guys under pressure, really. America has been hit for 6 the first ball, but he's going to get, I think, the Indian international player out. No, it's a local. Moon to Moon Sami. He's gone for 5. Bryson getting over here. He's had a fantastic campaign. Just how economical he's been. Keem has gone for 17. Field restrictions have ended. And Duplessis, who's got 2 for 20 in his first 2 games of the small campaign for SW Districts. Be looking to add to his column. Wee bit expensive in his first over. And that's probably a dicey run. Trying to take the fielder on there, and it's direct hit. Get Richards into the attack. Get him some overs under his belt. 51 off for Ryan Rafson. He's doing a job here for Northern Cape. Is Northern Cape looking like a formidable score? We got there in the end. America's had a rough day. He's just hasn't really turned up for this game, which is a shame. We're going to have to bowl them out at some point. We're going to bring Moon back to try and break this partnership because they are sort of doing all right now. They've really established themselves. Bryson will get the key wicket just when the momentum was really swinging Northern Cape's way. We've got them out for 64, but a good innings. 2 for 27 for Bryson. Continues his good form in this format. Richards, okay, we'll bring in Duplessis. Got to get him through his allotted overs. Number 31 today. 161 for 5. 1 over left. Sillers has brought up 50. And we're gone for a reasonable amount in this game. 167 for 5. Bryson. 4 wickets in the campaign. Average of 15. Right. How will we go here? It's very much a key component. It'll be Rickleton and Varane. What they add is going to be super important. Formidable run chase on our hands. If we lose, we'll have to hope Western Province win their game and just make sure that we have a good net run rate. Good run chase is really vital here, just so we at least put pressure on the central side. It's a maiden over. That's a bit of a catastrophic blow, really, as means effectively have to get the score of 19 overs. Monarch's been trapped. LBW, so the pressure's mounting a bit on SW Districts now. Good shot. 39 for 2. Rickleton, that's a key blow. Courtson has got the wickets. Now, we just need a partnership. We need to get 130-140, really, just to make sure we give ourselves a shot, maybe sneaking into the quarterfinals. We'll have to check that result, but don't want to give up on the win just yet. Varane is starting to get into his work, which is good. Need some decent overs here. Varane, that's a key blow. Zaba. So we got 60 for 4. It's a good shot. Maximum. Another big maximum from Hall. Shuffling across. Getting that shot away. It's around the wicket. It's pretty safe there. 79 for 4. It's a shot. 83 for 4. Oh, that's just a terrible run. I'm not going to look at that. It's hideous. That's a key man out, too, at the end of the day. Just can't afford to run silly runs like that. Richards is gone. And just all of a sudden, the momentum is completely with Northern Cape, who, if they get a comprehensive win here today, knock us out effectively and may qualify. We've just got to try and scramble a score if we can. It's a good shot from Hall. Cleanly hit. Maximum. Some important moments here in this game that have to be won by SW Districts. Even if they lose the game, there's still a chance if one team goes unbeaten, every other team's on the same amount of points. So Hall will get that away. It's 100 up. Used to 28. Dragging it, just got to take the time. Lovely shot from Hall. Just keeping the chase reasonably afloat at the moment. It's a good shot. He's playing some good cricket here, Hall. .45 off 24. Just a good last 4 overs would be so nice. A narrow defeat could sneak us in. Hall's gone. He's gone for 42 off 28. It's a good key partnership. 37 off 12. Can we get 20 off the last 2? That's a good start. 25 off 6. I don't think we're not going to get close to that. But what we're aiming for is just a good strong finish, which we've got here. 31 off 23. How vital would that 31 off 23 be? 20 off 2 deliveries. Another boundary. Somewhere. Okay. Can someone hit the boundary? No, they can't. 148 for 9. Okay, so we take a defeat there. See how the other results went. So, yeah, we just miss out. Look how we needed to get a couple more runs probably to sneak through. Look how tight that was. 0.22, 0.23. Pretty tense moments. We just weren't quite good enough in the campaign, but we gave some other players a bit of a go. That wraps up Season 1 for SW Districts. We'll be back with the analysis of Season 1.